Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? So I am so excited to be here right now, and I am so excited that you're here and tuning in, and I have so much to share with you. So we are going to get started right away, but I just want to start with just welcoming you and letting you know that honestly, before I do these presentations, it is my prayer that if someone is listening, that they hear what they need to hear in order to make a change in their life. And my prayer is that I just use the right words to speak to that person's heart. And so if that's you tonight and you need to hear these words that you matter, you need to hear these words that you are worth it, that you have opportunities in front of you, and that health and fitness can change your life, transform you from the inside out, and just share with you this amazing opportunity that literally has transformed my life. So I am just so excited. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Kirsten Jones, and I have been a health and fitness coach for it's been about 4.5 years right now. So I have a PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to go through. And then what I'd love to do is just have you listen through. And then if you could send me a message, you will be able to chat more, and then we can schedule a call and talk more and answer any of the questions that you have. So let me just go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, so this is just a really fun picture here. In the top right is Tony Horton. Maybe you are familiar with him. He is the creator of all the P90X workers and workouts. And I've actually had the opportunity to work out live with him and meet him in person quite a few times. Some of these other pictures here are my team, and you are getting a chance to kind of get a look at what this is all about. One of my favorite things about being on this journey is the people that I have met. And so the one thing that I do want to just cover for legal reasons is that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Beachbody Coach business opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. And you can check out the statement of independent coach earnings for the most recent information on coaches' actual incomes. So I just want to say that first. So I just want to kind of give you a little bit about me and how my journey started. I know a lot of you are listening because you were interested in my story and how I went from being super lonely, unhappy, living paycheck to paycheck to truly in the best shape of my life and the happiest that I've ever been, living a life of freedom. And so this is my family here. This is my little guy, Logan. He's 19 months actually, as of yesterday. And my husband, Dave. We've been married almost 2 years. When I started, I was not married and I was very much single. I am currently a 5-star Diamond business coach. I recently started teaching fitness classes, which has been on my goal board for a long time. And I will be talking to you guys about how being part of this opportunity does help you to really focus and reach your goals that you've been really wanting to do, but just afraid to do. I am also a licensed occupational therapist turned entrepreneur. So when I started my journey with Beachbody, I was working full-time in a nursing home, taking care of older adults. And I do have such a passion for helping people. And I love to motivate and inspire and just see people become the best version of themselves. It truly is the greatest part of my job. And one of the most important things that has happened is my faith has been strengthened through fitness, and I now can pay that forward. I help people to get in the best shape of their life, feel good, increase confidence, but also have the opportunity to live out my life through my faith journey and my walk with God. And I share that very publicly in hopes that it's going to bring other people to God as well. So my journey with Beachbody started in actually 2011. Maybe some of you have heard of the workout program Insanity. It was late one night and I was at a really low point in my life. I had been in a pretty emotionally abusive relationship for a few years. And it really just wiped me out. I was suffering from some eating disorders and just really struggling with self-confidence. I was in my late 20s. I was in graduate school after I had moved from job to job. All my friends were getting married. I was in this terrible relationship that I was finally out of. And I just felt like I wasn't sure where my life was headed. I didn't understand what my purpose was. I also, my entire life, have suffered from an autoimmune disease, psoriasis. And so I've always struggled with self-image issues. I felt like I had this obsession with my weight and figuring out how I could control it. And so exercise has been something that I've done my whole life. However, my nutrition was always off because I was feeding a lot of demons with food and just overeating. And then I would over-exercise, and it was a really vicious cycle. And it was a mental thing. It was really all about really just not having love for myself. So I finished graduate school in 2011 and I moved to Florida. I had purchased Insanity at a low point in my life, but I had only done about 2 of the workouts because they're really hard and I didn't have support and I didn't have a coach at the time. And so I did a couple workouts and quit. So fast forward a little bit, and I had a friend that was very similar to me when we were growing up with weight struggles and things. And she posted a transformation picture, and she shared that she had actually done Insanity, and she was going to be running a challenge group and was sharing her results. And I popped on my newsfeed on Facebook, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how good she looked. I couldn't believe how happy she was. It was totally, totally awesome. And so I just messaged her and I was like, what are you doing? And how did you complete Insanity? And so she invited me to join her challenge group. And so what a challenge group is basically a support group. It's an online group. And this is something as a coach that I have now run every single month for the past 4 years, because the challenge group is absolutely what I fell in love with. And that is the process that really changed my life. So you're part of this group. We match you up with a fitness program. You start drinking Shakeology. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. And you have this group of people that you're checking in with on a daily basis. My coach that invited me was my one-on-one supporter. So I had one-on-one conversations with her, but I was also part of this group that helped me to stay on track, that helped to support me when I fell off track, that had no judgment. They were positive reinforcement in my life. And even if I did have struggles, they were there to pick me up. So what had happened is prior to starting this group, I had moved to Florida and I didn't know anything other than just going out to the bars and having fun and spending a lot of money on food and a lot of money on booze. And that's how I was living my life because I didn't know how else to live as a single 28-year-old. That's just what you did. You went out. But there was this longing in my heart that I knew that there was more. I knew that I needed to be stronger in my faith. I knew that I needed to be connected with the right people. I knew that I needed to be going to church on Sundays. And I knew that I needed to get my health in order because, on the weekends I would go out, I would drink too much, I wouldn't work out, and then I would fall into a vicious bad eating cycle again. And what happened with the workouts was I was eating well, I was working out, and I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to have drinks. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to party anymore because I was feeling too good. And I knew that I would fall off track if I did. And so because of fitness becoming so important, because of the challenge group, I ended up really connecting back with my faith because now church on Sundays became more important. And I started to surround myself with different people and everything sort of started to fall in place. So after the 2 months of my journey as a challenger, the results that I got, the way that I was feeling, the way that my life was changing, my coach came to me and said, I really think that you're good at this. I think that you could help a lot of people. You've motivated a lot of the group. You seem to love our products. Why don't you become a coach yourself and do what I do? And I was very flattered and honored. And like I said, I did enjoy fitness most of my life. And secretly, when I would take fitness classes, I was the girl in the front row working really hard and always wanting to be that fitness instructor, but too afraid to ever even go about it. So when I signed up as a coach, my idea was to just sign up, help a few people every month, and keep myself accountable. And I have to be honest, really, the beginning for me was just keeping myself accountable, because I knew that if I had to check in with this group, I was going to stay on track. And nutrition was really hard for me. I used food to handle a lot of emotions. So I started to surround myself with the right people. It was a beautiful and positive and supportive community. And in addition to that, I began to do personal development on a daily basis. So personal development is just basically feeding your mind with something that you need to work on personally. So I started reading a lot of confident books. I started to read the Bible more, do personal, daily devotions, feeding my mind with YouTube and podcasts of positive things, sermons, just anything that I could soak up that was going to get my mental state in a positive place. And that is so important, because we are our hardest critic, right? We are negative by nature, and we are surrounded by so much negativity. So if you can constantly fill your mind with good things, whatever is coming into your mind is going to come out of your mouth. And then you're going to start to surround yourself with the right people. So through personal development, I had an increase of self-love. I had an increase of confidence. I was seeing the world a different way. My perspective on life changed. I not only saw myself as lonely, I saw myself as just alone. And that's two different things. It was okay. I started to embrace where I was in my life. I started to embrace the fact that I was living out dreams. I was living across the street from the beach. I was doing something that I loved. I was surrounding myself with amazing people. And I felt better than I had ever felt in my life. Physically, I felt better. Mentally, I had felt better. So who cares that I didn't have a husband or kids yet? And that was something that was really hard for me, that I had struggled with. But I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I don't care, because everything else in my life is great. And that is all going to happen eventually. And I have faith that it will. The other thing that personal development did for me was to start to dream. I started to write my goals down. And I had heard that so many times before, but I just never went through with it. I started to create a dream board. I started writing goals down and looking at them on a daily basis. And through consistent work, I started to check those goals off. And it was so cool to watch it happen. So as my coaching journey continued, I started to participate in different activities throughout the year that the opportunity offered. So every quarter we have what's called a Super Saturday event, where a bunch of coaches get together and we do a workout together, and we network, and we share success stories, and we hear announcements from corporate, and they're always rewarding and giving away awesome things for working really hard. And so I started to get involved with Super Saturday. I attended our conference with our company, and I signed up to qualify for a cruise, a Success Club trip cruise that we have once a year. And what I found was I was surrounding myself with people that were like me, that were like-minded. They had this positive perspective, and it was changing everything for me. And it made me excited to go and be part of these events, because when you surround yourself with these people, it just motivates you to be better and to do more. And it was this community of people that are lifting you up, not people that are pulling you down. They're lifting you up. So what I did was I worked this business for 2 years consistently, along with my full-time job. And so consistently part-time, anywhere from 7, 10 to 15 hours a week. I was working in the evenings, I was working in the mornings, and I was working on the weekends when I wasn't working my full-time job. So I did make sacrifices, because I was working 40 hours a week. But I will tell you that these sacrifices were worth everything. Because 2 years in, I was able to leave my full-time job, because my Beachbody income had matched and was surpassing my full-time income as a therapist. And I wanted more time to devote to working the business. And I also had the opportunity with being part of this business to travel a lot. And as a therapist, you work a lot of weekends and you work holidays, and you only get so many vacation days a year. I live out of state from my family. And so I wasn't able to get all the time off work that I needed to go home for Christmas or Thanksgiving or the 4th of July. And so there was a lot that I was missing out on because I lived far away. I also wasn't able to afford plane tickets before this opportunity. So this opportunity gave me the option to travel and go home when I wanted and go to team retreats. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about some of the rewards that you get with this opportunity. But I had ultimately freedom. And that's what I was working towards, is I wanted freedom. I wanted to be able to make a choice as to when I worked and what hours I worked and how much I traveled and where I went. And I didn't want someone dictating that for me. So ironically enough, the day that I quit my full-time job, I actually met my now husband. So it was super exciting. I was definitely on cloud nine. Literally, the day that I quit my full-time job is the day that I met him. So it was really fun. And he just saw a light in me. He just said, you are so, inspiring and positive, and there's a light in you. And that light was not there before I came into Beachbody. It definitely was not there. And it was probably why I was still single, because that light was not there. I was not happy. I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy. So shortly after, we ended up getting pregnant. And at this point, I was working from home doing Beachbody. And so it really worked out. I had a pretty sick first trimester. So thankfully I was able to sleep when I needed to and get the rest that I needed and work my business when I needed. And then we did have our baby 19 months ago. So this picture here is my post-baby transformation. So I've actually had 2 Beachbody transformations now that I've had Logan. So one prior to when I first got started, and then just recently. I have had the opportunity to travel across the country. I had never been to Vegas. I had never been to California. I went to LA for a leadership conference, San Diego for a conference. I earned a Caribbean cruise. My husband and I are headed to Punta Cana in April in just less than 4 weeks. That is completely earned from the hard work from 2016. I have been to Deep Creek Lake, Maryland. I have been to Destin Beach. And I've just had the opportunity to travel. We live in Florida. A lot of my team is in Pittsburgh, but I have coaches from my team all over. And so I get an opportunity to meet people. I have coaches in my neighborhood that are on my team, and it's just really fun. My husband is friends with the husbands of other coaches on our team. And so you just become this really big family. And that is one of the things that I absolutely love so much about this opportunity is the relationships, the friendships, the people that you put in your life. You're going to be surrounded by people that want to see you have success. They are people that want to lift you up. They want to support you when life happens. And they ultimately just want to make sure that you keep going and push forward. So you see us talking a lot about our fitness journeys and our health. But I'm telling you guys, it is so much more than just health and fitness. But when you get your mind in the right place, when you get your body to a healthy place, you feel really good and you feel like you want to make a difference in all aspects of your life. And you just get driven and motivated and inspired to do more. And that's truly what happens when you feel good about yourself. So that is a little bit about my story. And I just want to kind of go in and tell you a little bit about Beachbody and what this company is all about. So before Beachbody, I'm sure some of these programs you have seen, it was launched Beachbody.com was launched in 98. The network did not come to fruition until 2007. So Power 90, Slim and 6, P90X, one of the best infomercial workouts there is. I'm sure you've heard of it. They were just selling these programs on infomercials. And so what had happened was a lot of people started to connect on these message boards that they created. It was just kind of a site through beachbody.com where they made these message boards, and people were supporting each other through the P90X program because it was hard. It was 90 days of intense workouts, and they were finding that the people that had support were getting results. And the ones that were doing all of the supporting were people that had previously finished the program, and they were endorsing the program. So they thought, how can we help more people do programs like this, actually do them and not let them collect dust, hence is what I did. Maybe you have P90X sitting on your shelf or Slim and Six sitting on your shelf from 2003. I had Insanity sitting on my shelf collecting dust for a year before I ever even did the entire program, because I didn't have this support. And so they decided to launch the network to give people an opportunity to not only get paid for endorsing the products, but to offer this free coaching to new customers so that they could be supported and get results, because they knew that the programs were working. And so after the launch of the network, here are all the programs. And since then, there have been many more programs launched that aren't even on here. 21-day Fix Extreme, 22-minute Hardcore, Country Heat, Size. You've probably heard of those. They were launched in 2000. We're now in 2017. I need to update my slide here. So you can look at these programs, and they probably, I'm sure you've seen them, and they look familiar. So lots of stuff is happening, and we are just getting started. There's actually 2 new program launches that are coming out this year. We're going to be getting in the next couple months. So just kind of to talk a little bit about what makes us so unique is that we have what I feel is the recipe for success. We have the fitness, we have the programs. They are professionally created. The calendars are easy to follow. There is science behind everything for you to get results. We have the nutrition. We have the nutrition guides for every single plan or fitness program that you choose. And we have Shakeology. Shakeology is literally the healthiest thing you can put in your body every single day. It is full of 70 superfood ingredients. It tastes delicious, which is amazing because of the earth ingredients that are in there, ingredients that you can't even get from a store. You have to travel across the world to get these ingredients that are so good for you. The peer support, which is the challenge groups. You have someone checking in on you. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with, having a personal trainer. Maybe you've had one before, but I feel that we stand apart because we are there for you 24/7. You have a group that you can check into, that you can comment. You're going to have one-on-one support with your coach. You're going to get nutrition and meal plans and recipes and someone there with you on a daily basis. Oftentimes, other programs, you have that personal trainer that hour that you're there, and then that's it. So we have the peer support for you, and then the rewards. So you are rewarded greatly. You have the opportunity to turn in your before and after pictures for monetary rewards. If they choose you, they give $500 a day away. They give $1,000 a month away, and they give $5,000 a quarter away. So it's pretty amazing stuff. And then as you continue, in your business, you get heavily rewarded as well. So maybe you're sitting here thinking, okay, well, what is a coach? Like, that name coach really scares me, right? I'm not a coach. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't have to be any sort of expert to be a coach. A coach is literally a person that wants to succeed. They are a cheerleader. They are your best friend. They are your biggest supporter, your biggest motivator. They are your resource to go to when you have questions or struggles. And so you don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a personal trainer. I chose to become a fitness instructor because I love the product so much and I wanted to pay it forward to my community. But you don't have to be a fitness instructor to have success. You're just normal. You don't have to be at your goal weight yet. You are someone that makes mistakes. You are someone that just wants to be healthy. You want to succeed. You want to help others. You want to share your story and lead by example. And you're someone that does the workouts on a daily basis and drinks Shakeology every day because you're going to be a product of the product and you're just going to share that. And so here are just some of my team. These are coaches on my team that have had great success with the programs. And the girl in the top right, this is actually her second transformation because she just had her third little baby boy. So it's amazing to see these pictures, and it just inspires me every single time I see them. I love it. So what do we do as coaches? Well, I talked a little bit about the challenge group, and on a monthly basis, we run challenge groups, and they're very simple. There's no reinventing the wheel. You can use everything that we use. We give you all of the tools that you need to run a challenge group. And then the beauty of this being your own business is you get to kind of put your own flair to it. So you can do anything that you really want with it. But so they're online support groups where you're just helping people to stay on track, and you're providing meal plans and recipes and, again, all that stuff we give to you, and you're just helping. You're being a cheerleader, you're supporting them, and you're keeping your customers accountable to their goals. You're helping them set their goals, and then you're just reminding them. You will be offering, some shake and share. You can, whatever you want to do with the business, you can, but we have opportunities to do shake and shares where you can do Shakeology tastings. You can run fit clubs where you just get a group of people together. It can be in your driveway and you just do workouts together. You play the DVD or you stream it from your phone. You do the workouts together. You just share the lifestyle with other people. Sharing your journey on social media, sharing your journey with friends. You can do blogs, you can do Instagram, you can do Facebook, you can do whatever works for you. You can do YouTube. There's so many opportunities, but it's just basically sharing your journey. It's not a sales. I don't say this is a sales job because I'm not selling, I'm just sharing. So if you want to be part of it, awesome. If you don't, that's okay too. But I want you to know that the opportunity is there. And that's literally how I approach all of my conversations, is I just share this amazing opportunity because I feel like that is the gift that I've been given. And so many people need this gift. So that's a post over there that I created, just how I make my shake. And I was explaining that it's clinically proven to help with weight loss, lower cholesterol, and lower blood sugar. I have a passion for helping people to understand the importance of health so that you don't get diagnosed with a lifestyle-induced disease like high blood pressure, like high cholesterol, like type 2 diabetes. Those are all things that are lifestyle-induced. And I have a really big heart for helping people to avoid that in their life. I saw way too many diagnoses while I was an occupational therapist. And it's just really something that I feel strongly about. And so I need to share this opportunity with as many people as I can to help them live the best life possible. So people ask me all the time, how do I make money? Yes, you are going to make money for this opportunity. You should get paid for your time, and it is okay to make money while you're making an income. It's an impact. It is okay to make money doing something that you absolutely love. So I don't apologize for making money on this career. You will make 25% commission on everything that's purchased from your site. So you will have your own site. You do not have to keep any inventory, which I think is super amazing and awesome and cool about this, is that you don't have to manage any inventory. That's all done for you. You literally just give your customers a link and they can purchase everything online. We get commission from challenge pack sales. We get commissions not commissions, but we get team cycle bonus. So when you start to build your team, you will start to get bonuses. And that's basically a percentage that's based on volume with your team. If you are duplicating what you're doing personally in success, and your team is doing the same thing and having success, you will make a certain amount of money off of them. You have the opportunity for star diamond bonuses, which are bonuses as you rank advance, which means as you build your team and have success in your downline, you have opportunity for more bonus. Matching bonuses, again, are just more opportunity as you begin to build your team. And then you also get a 25% discount on all products. So maybe you're sitting here looking at this and saying, oh, geez, it's just one of those pyramid schemes of things again. Let me tell you this. This is a pyramid scheme, truly, is when there is no goods being exchanged. So it's like having someone come in and just say, hey, give me $100, sign up with me find 10 more people to sign up for $100 and I'll make money off that. Then tell them to bring 5 more people for $100 and make money off that. And that's the pyramid scheme. There's no goods exchanged. This is where you have goods exchanged. It's just you are getting an opportunity to make a percentage of what your team is doing for your hard work and for your duplication of systems. And so it's actually a really huge motivator for you, because you are going to have success from your team, but your upline is going to help you because they're going to have success from your success. So it's just a positive motivator all around. But just moving on to talking a little bit about benefits of being a coach. So I think the greatest thing is that you do have the freedom to make this business whatever it is that you want it to be. And so you get to set your own work hours. You can work this business 5 hours a week. You can work this business 50 hours a week. It really depends on you. And as your upline coach, what I do is I actually sit down with you and I chat with you about what it is that you want to get out of this. What are your goals? And we align your goals with the amount of time that you're going to put into it. If you have bigger goals, obviously you're going to put more time into it. This is not a business where you're going to come in and you're going to get rich quick. It takes time, it takes sacrifice, it takes persistence, and it takes consistency. But I can tell you that it's worth it. Like I said, I did begin this not working as many hours in the beginning as I do now because I was working full time, but I worked 7 to 10 hours and that was consistent. It wasn't 7 hours on a Monday and that was done for the rest of the week. It was about an hour to 2 hours every single day consistently for 2 years. Now I still work the business every single day. My hours are a little bit more, but I work them around the schedule that works for myself and my family. So that's really cool. You have the opportunity to network outside of social media. You can do things in person. I actually run fitness classes and I'm involved in a lot of groups that interest me. I'm involved in a lot of mommy groups and MOPS. I teach a fitness class at my community center. I have a like page and I run my business through Facebook. So I do it online as well. But basically what I'm doing is just sharing my passion for fitness and attracting people to me through the value that I give them and I add. Your rewards for being a coach is your commissions, which can be very great as you build your team. You have bonuses for building a team. You have the opportunity to go on a trip once a year. You get so much recognition, monthly recognition. There are rewards for hitting certain benchmarks in your business. There are rewards for hitting them on a quarterly basis. 3 times a year, we have a big team cup where we join together with our teammates and we work really hard towards goals and we win more stuff. So you're always getting swag. You're getting personal development. There are leadership opportunities that the company offers. There's a conference once a year. This year it's in New Orleans in July. And if you're on our team, you actually have the opportunity for even more team retreats because of who we are and what we offer. So just kind of wondering a little bit about who we are. What is Team Dynamite Fitness? You've been seeing that, you're hearing that. What is that? That's actually my team name and I'm the leader of that team, but it's a group of coaches within the entire Beachbody network. So we are all part of Beachbody, but I specifically have just Dynamite Fitness and you would be part of that downline. But we are made up of so many different people. We are moms, we are dads, military, pharmacists, nurses, students, hairdressers, stay-at-home moms, work-at-home moms, therapists, teachers, so many different people, police officers. We are all different. We are from all walks of life, but we have one common goal, and that is to live a healthy and fit life and to help others achieve their goals of living a healthy and fit life as well. So what would it mean to be part of my team and Team Dynamite Fitness? So what's really cool is that you would be part of the #1 team in the network. In this, we are now going to be on our 3rd year. Melanie there, she's the blonde standing right there. She is the leader of the Dream Team, which is the team that we are under in our bigger organization. And she has held the top spot for 3 years. So what that means is we have systems in place through our team that work. You will never have a shortage of support and trainings and learning opportunities when you are on our team. The one thing that you're going to hear me say over and over again is success leaves clues. And you have so many successful people within this organization that are going to teach you and leave you clues that there's no reason that you can't be successful. If you are ready to put in the effort and the energy and make sacrifice, you can be successful. You can be the next top coach if you wanted to be. So we will get you into right away a new coach training. That's a 30-day coach training. And from there, we will have more trainings as you build your business. So as you get better and familiar, and then the longer that you're in it, there's more advanced training for you. And those opportunities happen on a monthly and quarterly basis. We do monthly team challenges. We have weekly team calls. So you're always getting fed the announcements. You know exactly what's going on, and you have an opportunity to learn every single week. 1 to 2 times a year, we do our own separate from corporate team building events. So last year we actually went to Destin Beach and we rented like 5 humongous mansion beach houses on the beach. And we just had a really good time together, training, networking, hanging out, working out. It was a lot of fun. This year we're going to be heading to Orlando. So those opportunities are going to be there. There is special leadership training that corporate offers when you hit certain benchmarks. We have our own team pages, so you'll be behind the scenes, part of a community. There's constant recognition, accountability, and overall just this amazing, huge support system. You are part of a team that wants you to be successful. You are part of a team that is full of integrity, that is full of honesty, and that is full of hard work. And so you will always be fed the truth. You will always be helped when you need it, and you will know that you are in really good hands. So if you're wondering about, okay, how do I do this? How do I make it official? How do I become a Team Beachbody coach? So the first way is to purchase a challenge pack, and we can talk more about that later if you're not familiar with what a challenge pack is, but it's basically just a fitness program and Shakeology purchased in a bundle together. When you buy that challenge pack, you do not have to pay the coach enrollment fee, which is a normal $40 fee. That is completely waived. So basically, to start your own business that has the potential to be a multi six-figure earning business, you have to invest $0, nothing, because you're getting your products anyways. It's kind of amazing and kind of crazy at the same time. And sometimes we take it for granted because there literally is no investment. But if you treat this business as if you are investing $1 million, it will pay you like you are investing $1 million. So you can do Shakeology or just a fitness program and just pay that $40 if you'd like. But I do recommend doing the challenge pack because that is the best value. I'm sure that you've been seeing all of the Beachbody On Demand All Access talk that's been going around. That is an opportunity and you can get a challenge pack through that. So you're still getting savings on the Shakeology there. But you would have access to the entire Beachbody library of programs, which is hundreds of programs and literally thousands of dollars, all access for you for an annual membership. So you would just pay it every year. I honestly wish that was available when I first started because I have spent hundreds of dollars on programs to keep moving forward and keep doing new programs. You'll also have access to all the new programs too. And then if you are military, if you are a veteran yourself, you don't have to pay that coach fee, and you don't have to pay the coach membership fee. That's a monthly fee. That is a perk to being military, and that is the way Beachbody wants to honor our military, is by giving them that opportunity. So if you are military, let's talk. If you are not military and your spouse is, as long as they're active, you can also get discounts on get your coach fees waived. So there is a membership fee that you would pay monthly, $15.95 as a coach. And so basically when you run your own business, there are lots of things that nobody wants to deal with, the marketing, the personal websites, you have the coach online office, product warehousing, customer service. So all that stuff, basically all the administrative stuff that nobody wants to do, the legal stuff, the handling of all of the products. If there's an issue with the product, there's a customer service team. If there's an issue with your own website or any of your orders, there's a customer and coach service team. You have access to training. The corporate alone has put so much training and resources together for you that you have available at your fingertips, and you pay literally nothing for it. If you ran a small business, or if you have an opportunity to talk to somebody about running a small business, ask them what they have to do on an administrative basis. They have to probably have a legal counsel and an accountant and someone that's managing all of their product and someone that's managing all their inventory and someone that's paying their employees and dealing with payroll and all of those things. There are so many things that go into owning your own business, and you don't have to worry about any of that for $16 a month. That's pretty darn cool if you ask me. So I just want you to think about, this is almost concluding my presentation, but I want you to think about who the person that invited you, and follow up with them and tell them what it was that you liked most about the presentation. And do you feel like this is a good fit for you to help you achieve your goals? And what option appeals to you? Do you see yourself becoming a coach, or do you see yourself being a customer right now? And I want you to think about, what can this opportunity do for me? How can becoming healthy and fit change my life? How can staying accountable to my health and fitness goals and paying it forward to other people change my life? How can positively surrounding myself with such amazing positive people, how can that change my life? How can this extra income help my family? Who is it that I can help? Who are the people in my life that I know could use this and could ultimately change their life for the better? What are my goals and dreams? What is it that I've always been wanting to do, but I've been afraid to do? Are you stuck in a job that you hate and you just don't understand what your purpose is? Are you living paycheck to paycheck and just need something else to help pay for the groceries? Are you feeling just like you need to work on your health and fitness? Are you worried about the future? I know as a mom that we always put ourselves last. And what we tend to forget about is, if we are not at our best, then everybody around us suffers, right? When mom's down, the whole ship starts sinking. So I want you to think about that, because I talk to a lot of people that feel like they don't want to invest in this opportunity because they're going to take away from their family. But what they don't see in the bigger picture is this actually is going to give so much more back to your family. When you feel good, when you feel healthy, when you are confident and happy, everyone around you is happy. When your perspective changes and you see beauty in everything, everyone around you starts to feel it. So I want you to think, why do I want to become a Beachbody coach? And for me, it was inspiration. I wanted to inspire people. I wanted someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up. And I have been able to do that over and over and over again. And that truly drives me to continue with this opportunity. And as coaches, our goals every day are just to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy and fulfilling life. And I thank God every day for this opportunity, because He has given me a gift. He has given me the gift of health. He has given me the gift of passion for fitness, the gift of being able to just share this and this opportunity and just help people to see that they matter and they can be happy, and it's okay to take care of you, and you should take care of you. And not only that, now I not only feel good, but I am stronger in my faith than I ever have been. I'm going to screen share, exit here and stop the screen share. I am stronger in my faith than I have ever been. I am surrounded by the most amazing people. I have such a great community of friends that love the Lord, and I just feel so full of gratitude every single day. And I would not be sitting here married, happy, a mom, part of a great church, part of a great community, if it weren't for this opportunity. So I just feel it on my heart that I have to pay this forward and I have to tell people about this. So if this is something that is for you, if just a little bit of you wants to know more and you feel like, yeah, I need this in my life, then let's chat. So send me a message and I would love to get on the phone with you and just talk with you more about what you heard tonight. If you have any more questions, and just help you on this journey. I hope you have a wonderful night and thank you so much for joining.